Alright, good evening and good day to all my viewers. It's Sunday, June 11th, 2023. It's 11:11 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to do a bike ride from LaSalle to Verdun on the bike path. And I just want to note a couple of things. I am on the bike path, so it's relatively safe. And I'm not looking at my phone, I'm just holding it. And as I said, we're gonna bike from here to perhaps LaSalle metro station, and I'll park the bike there. So enjoy the ride, and I'm not gonna talk too much because I do want to focus on riding. But we are going eastbound, and I'm using 4K but 30 FPS, 30 frames per second, because I find brings out a bit better lighting at nighttime. So we'll see how it goes up on YouTube. And I'm using a BIXI bike, which is of course a rental bike that Montreal offers. So enjoy the ride. Should be about 30 minutes or so, depending on how smoothly we go. And remember, if you like what you see, hit subscribe, turn on a notification bell. Just so you know, that's the St. Lawrence River to my right. Can't see it, but there's the Rapids Park here in LaSalle. And we're going eastbound right now. And this here is LaSalle Boulevard, by the way, which is directly parallel with our bicycle path here. And if you look way in the distance, there's the Samuel de Champlain Bridge, illuminated in blue, turquoise, all those beautiful colors, to help the birds with their migratory routes, migrating back from the south to the north here, back home. I still smell some smoke from those wildfires. I think that's what I smell, even though the fires are slowly getting contained. Fires, of course, wildfires, forest fires that have been, I'll go this way, that have been burning for the last couple of weeks, and some reinforcements have been coming in. Mainly those fires were burning north of us here in northern Quebec, north of Montreal, but all across Canada we have forest fires, and North America and the world. You look at a world map right now of all the forest fires. Apparently it's a record year, and just goes to show you how serious things are getting with our climate emergency and climate change. So also, we haven't gotten much rain lately. You can't really see because it's night, but the grass is not very green. So hopefully we'll get some rain and decent weather to give us some nice grass, you know. Here, we're almost into Verdun already. There's an old structure, and there's a newer structure. One of the things I would like to eventually get is a GoPro camera that you put onto your head or wherever, and you don't have to worry about holding a camera or anything like that. You just put it on, strap it on your head or helmet or whatever. Yeah, you can even put it on the bike. And there's different kinds of GoPro cameras, but the idea is you don't have to hold it. It's on you, and whatever you do, it follows you. And whatever you see, the camera sees, more or less. There's a merging. That's where the bike path diverged earlier. Now it rejoined again. And we are in Verdun. Nice view of the South Shore, more or less. Probably St. Catherine, St. Catherine, St. Constant, La Prairie, and of course where the bridge is, Samuel du Champlain Bridge, would be Brossard, and then further east would be Longueuil. And there's Nuns Island, Ile des Sœurs, where that big building is under construction. You can see a big crane. We're going to be passing there, parallel to it. And that's, of course, where the Ile des Sœurs, Nuns Island Ram Station is. Soon to be opening up, part of the branch that will be opening up shortly, soon enough, hopefully, in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully by July 1st, Canada Day. But we'll see. The sky looks illuminated. That's because that's light pollution. That's lights from the city reflecting off the clouds. It would be nice to get a bike ride during a full moon one night, starry night. We'll work on that. What I might do is I might actually go down Wellington Street, because, well, Wellington Street has no traffic on it right now, no vehicle traffic. It's a pedestrian sidewalk. The whole street is basically a big sidewalk. So I may go down to Wellington and bike down Wellington carefully and get off at LaSalle Metro and then go from there. Or I may just stay on the whole bike path, I don't know. Last time I filmed a bike ride like this, I was actually filming it and it's about 20 minutes in, and ended up wiping out. So I was going to put it on YouTube, but I decided just to redo it from scratch, so that's what I'm doing tonight. I could have put it on my blooper reel. I try to put some bloopers aside, you know, when I'm filming and I fall or something funny happens. But I lost the footage, so I'm just refilming from scratch. So Verdun is the next sector, the next community over from LaSalle going east. Part of southwest Montreal. There's some nice comfortable chairs. That's the downtown core where I'm facing. You can tell because of how bright the lights are. And definitely the camera picks up light better than the human eye does. There's a swimming dock there where you're allowed to swim at your own risk. Here's some nice swings that they set up the last few years. See if I can put the flash on, can I? Can't put, oh yeah, I can. Put it on for a second. There, the flash is on. Put it on for a minute or two. Actually, just put it on for a couple of seconds, turn it off again. Alright, flashes off. Well, it's I can tell you too as well, you know, late at night there's sometimes people that go by the water, crowds, and usually it's pretty quiet. Sometimes you do get the occasional crowd that goes by the water. And there's the store over there on Nuns Island. So I'm debating right now whether I should go to Wellington Street or stay on the bike path. I am really debating this right now. I think I'll stay on the bike path for now, and then we'll go to Wellington Street and carefully bike down Wellington. Again, I'm not looking at my camera while I'm filming, so I'm focused on riding, focused on the road. So it's not like I'm texting or looking at my screen, so I just want to put that little message in there. Alright, so coming up now, we have a choice of going across a bridge or going around the bridge. We're gonna go around the bridge. This is the Verdun Marina coming up. The bridge goes over the little road that goes to the marina, and you're not actually technically supposed to bike on it, plus it's a little bit hard, especially when filming. So we'll go around it as per the suggested bike path that we're on now. So you're going to see coming up here exactly what I'm talking about in a moment. There's some kind of cultural center here in Verdun. And then once we get past the marina, that's where I'm going to consider going on to Wellington. So they have, it's called a sidewalk sill on Wellington Street. So this is, it's a pedestrian sidewalk sill, and they close the street off to vehicles. And the only vehicles that are allowed there are bicycles, and of course pedestrians are allowed. Check out the cool LED lights here. I like these LEDs. You know, they're environmentally friendly, so can't really complain much. So this here is the bridge I was talking about. I don't want to go over it. I kind of want to go over it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go around it. Show you guys these LEDs here. Check out those colors. Really cool. That would be a good thumbnail. What do you guys think? Try to take a picture here. One more. There we go. So that's probably going to be my thumbnail. And down here is a road that goes to the Verdun Marina, which is right down there. Got a couple of videos there over the years, various incidents and different things happening. So that's the Verdun Marina. What we'll do is we'll go a couple more minutes on the bike path, and then we'll go on to Wellington Street, and I'll show you guys that pedestrian sidewalk. Whether or not you believe in the supernatural or not, whether or not you believe in ghosts or whatever, there's a spot coming up here. It's really eerie, and I always get this interesting vibe here. It's just so dark. It's down here. There's a path that goes down here. It's hard to see. It's right there. It's so black. There's a tree there, and the water is just so dark at nighttime, and it's just, you get a sense that there's some spirits. I think there's been some deaths over the years there, people getting lost in the water and whatnot, so it's kind of eerie if you think about it. So anyways, just something a little interesting. So we're going to turn off here. We're going to turn to the left, find this little area here, this little path, and it's going to take us down a side street on to Wellington. And we're going to see Wellington Street. There's not going to be any vehicles there. Of course, stores are closed right now. Here's the little path. I'm going to take this way. Yeah, this way. And we got a little store here holding this phone, but it's okay. And then we're going to take one side street down. And we're going to go on to Wellington. And even though there's no stores open right now, no shops open, you guys are going to see that it's a beautiful place to bike on regardless. And here's LaSalle Boulevard. Alright, so again, I'm not looking at my camera, I'm not looking at my phone, I'm focusing straight ahead. I'm just holding the phone to film. So we're on 2nd Avenue right now. This is 2nd Avenue in Verdun. We could even take an alleyway. We could have taken an alleyway, but here's speed bumps. Doesn't apply to bicycles because we're not going fast enough or it'll affect us. Alright, so we're going to be turning up here in a moment onto Wellington. We're going to be turning right. We're moving right now in the north direction, more or less. Even the streets are not bicycle friendly. A lot of potholes, and you can hear that. Big contrast compared to the bike path. The bike path is so smooth. Alright, so here's Wellington, guys. So we're going north right now, but within a few seconds we're going to be turning right, and we're going to be heading east once again. East on Wellington. So even though shops are closed, even though stores are closed, there are still some crowds that come out here at night. So here's what I'm talking about. You see the whole street is closed off to traffic. But if you're a pedestrian, it's fine. And if you're a cyclist, it's fine at certain hours, especially right now. So here's Wellington Street. And yes, this is Wellington Street that goes all the way to the old port of Montreal. And there's the 58 bus and the 61 bus that come down here. But they've been rerouted because of this sidewalk sale. Or it's not technically a sidewalk sale, it's a pedestrian street for the summer. That's the term that they use now. So you have a red light coming up here now. And of course we are following all the rules of the road. And here is, what street is this, guys? Trying to figure this out. wait for the light to change and we'll see. All right, so this is Willibrord Street. So this is Willibrord, and yeah, we're going to be continuing all the way down until Wellington meets LaSalle Boulevard. And Wellington hits LaSalle Boulevard twice. Hits it once back there where we came from. We didn't get onto Wellington when that happened, but it's back there, and then it happens again coming up at the end of Verdun here. So as you can see on each side, there's some interesting stores, there's houses, apartments, duplexes, small businesses, medium-sized businesses. And of course you also have major chains here like Pharmaprix, which is of course Shoppers Drug Mart. And second-hand store here. Thrift stores, really cool. I love those. And subway. And coming up here is de l'Église metro station. De l'Église metro station right here on our left. You can see right there, de l'Église. Right there, one of the entrances. And here is Rue Galt. Oh, we got an ambulance responding here. Probably going to Verdun General Hospital, which is down there. If we had stayed on LaSalle Boulevard, we would have seen it. If we stayed on the bike path, we would have seen it as well. So, and this here is, like I said, Galt Street. This is Rue Galt. And the 37 bus comes up and down here. Alright, so we'll cross here. This is a cool area that they set up as well. They put some trees here. They put a little sidewalk extension here. This is, I think this is what they named de l'Église. De l'Église means church in French, the church. L'église means church. And in fact, the street right here is de l'Église. And there's a church right up there. Right there. Beautiful church. Old church in Verdun, French church, probably a Catholic church. There's the other entrance to de l'Église Metro down there on de l'Église Street. Most metro stations are named after the street that at least one of their entrances is on. There's some cool speed bumps here. Interesting, you got vertical and horizontal speed bumps. Dollarama. Another thrift shop that just opened. And there's another ambulance. Maybe that's the same one we saw. Maybe it wasn't going to the hospital. Maybe it was going somewhere else. Anyways, yeah, so you guys like pizza? There's Pizza Hut. We got a souvlaki bar here as well. Yep, all kinds of shops depending on what you want, what you need. There's Bulk Barn. And there's a sign that says Wellington. And there's the Couche-Tard, the famous Couche-Tard. There's a place where I bought a couple of my bikes over the years. Campus. It used to be called the Podium Store, Podium Sports. There's the Couche-Tard right there. If you live in Ontario, it's known as Circle K, or I think 7-Eleven. So you get the idea. It's a nice variety of stores here. Kind of like St. Catherine Street, but a smaller scale, kind of like a smaller cousin or relative of St. Catherine Street. These cool lights here, really cool. At Christmas time in December, they put all kinds of colorful balls up, Christmas balls, holiday colors, holiday lights. But yep, always interesting to see, and there's always stores that open and close here. Watch the speed bumps. So now we are exiting the pedestrian street, and we're going on to normal traffic, and we'll take some quieter streets here, and then we're going to park the bike at LaSalle Metro Station. Little secret, there's a metro vent right there between LaSalle and de l'Église station right there. That's for the STM metro. Ventilation shaft. Alright, we're going to turn here on Ethel Street. We're going to turn right here, head east once again. And eventually we're going to get to LaSalle Metro. Oh, what do we got? Oh, there's our ambulance right there. That's the one we saw earlier, I think, a few minutes ago. That's where the call is. Maybe we'll see fire response as well. First responder. There's an apartment complex there, I think. So, yeah, looks like, or it could be a park. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Interesting. Don't know. I don't see anything. Alright, so wait for this light to change. So this is Rushbrook now we're coming up on. So Rushbrook. And this intersection's a pain because look, you got a red light here, red light there, red light here, and a red light here. Who has the green light? For about a minute, nobody. Doesn't make any sense. That's the thing I noticed about a lot of traffic lights in the city. Sometimes they're all red. Sometimes they're all red. And it's so annoying. It stays that way for a minute. Every direction is red. Anyways. Alright guys, so we are going to park the BIXI bike here momentarily. So that bike ride that we were just on took less than 30 minutes. So we're at 27 minutes and 12 seconds. So we'll be wrapping her up within 28 minutes. And we're going to park right here at this rack coming up. And indeed, this is LaSalle Metro Station. This is interesting because first of all, we're not in LaSalle, we're in Verdun. And I don't even think that this metro station goes to LaSalle. Oh, maybe LaSalle Boulevard down there. Maybe the next corner is LaSalle Boulevard. I don't know. And then eventually it becomes Atwater. So anyways, here we are. Let's dock the bike. First person perspective of a docking procedure. And I always have a problem with these. And that green light means we are good. So thank you all for watching. We did it. We made it. Here's a glow-in-the-dark BIXI bike. I did a little short on that the other night. And like I said, thanks for watching. As always, more videos to come.